My name is Joseph Ward. I had a stem cell injection on my right ankle. In May of 2012, during search and rescue operations for the United States Navy, we had a training mission that I was involved in that was actually turned out to be a mishap for me, where I was actually flown into the trees doing about 70 miles an hour. Broke a tib fib on my right ankle. I actually had 3 surgeries on my right ankle, lost a bunch of mobility, increased pain. I mean, it was just I lost the ability to run and do exercise. My pain scale before my stem cell injection was anywhere from a 6 to an 8, depending on how early in the morning and stiff my joint was and how much I've actually worked it. I am in culinary school. I'm retraining. It was very limiting on there. I could do the schooling itself, but when I came home, I had very little mobility. I would actually ice my foot and put it up, and then that was the end of my day. I had a lot of pain. It got to the point where I couldn't walk on the joint. I'm supposed to have been using a cane, but I wasn't. I would actually crawl to the bathroom and around the house if I needed to, or if I needed to get around, I would actually hop around the house. So really putting pressure on the ankle wasn't really a choice for me. Obviously I couldn't run anymore. I couldn't exercise like I used to. I was very active, always playing sports. Soccer, basketball, football, any of these I couldn't do anymore. So really the stem cell shot has made my ankle a little bit more, I'm getting a lot more cracking and popping, and I'm getting a lot more mobility in the joint. So I'm looking forward to actually being able to do that stuff again. So after my stem cell injection, the first thing that I really noticed on my ankle was the amount of swelling and inflammation had reduced greatly. I had a lot of pain that went away. Waking up in the mornings, where I'm used to being very stiff and not being able to actually put weight on the joint, I really was able to go through and start putting a little bit more weight on the joint. And that's when I started getting a little bit more mobility, and I'm actually starting to get to the point of where I can have the joint manipulated. So with the actual shot itself, I was actually surprised. It's a very small needle. Being in the military, we've got some pretty big needles that were shoved into us. But it was a very small needle. It was a very small shot, and it was almost a weird feeling, because once the shot went in, I just remember it was just like almost a feeling of fullness in my ankle. It didn't hurt. It didn't burn like I'm used to. It was really relatively painless. My experience with the stem cell injection, basically I've been going through physical therapies, surgeries for the last 4 years, and this is probably the most progress that I've seen for my ankle and the mobility and the manipulation of the joint. So if you're considering it and you've gone through other ways and means of trying to actually help repair or fix your ankle, this is by far for me what's actually helped the most. So my experience in the office with the staff here has been great. They've all been super friendly. They've answered all my questions, taken time to explain things, and then even explain things in different ways for me. So it was great being able to ask any question and have answers provided. And so the staff here has been super.